poems. And the concept is the titles are quite long and descriptive, and the verses are short and more about how I feel about the descriptive thing. So here we go. The one about the swimming instructor at John Carroll Leisure Center who was in a wheelchair. Title. Some rocks are just too heavy for life to sink. The red tree with the grand wings has no fear of the hurricane. Life. Thank you. So, when we heard about this event and Chris asked me to do something, I was like, oh man, we're going to have a night where everyone is reading sad poems about injustice and inequality. And so I decided to carry all the sad poems about injustice and inequality that I had. And so, yeah. The dead will stay silent until the green leaves fall on the noses and closed eyes. I hear the soliloquy of rumors in his footsteps as the scuffle through charred arms and blackened tree trunks. Isn't that life I smell? Green finds contrast here, and these axes have found no lift in their arms, even as they have plunged themselves between butt cheeks and elbows. Cool your temper, the extinguisher said. Cool your temper, as the simmering smolder sizzled to a rest. The blackened roots, these bodies sprawled, are the aftermath of us, and we are left to console only the dead. Thank you. So I have this plan, right, that if something happens and I become the dictator of the entire world, I'll come with a couple of rules. And so, yeah. The one about the man in a suit with a well-groomed beard and sunglasses who had 2 bags slung over his shoulder. Everyone should carry 2 bags. It felt most appropriate to think of that over the mind-tasking story I had involuntarily started grafting as to why he will be with 2 bags slung over his shoulder. Everyone should carry 2 bags, a backpack and a shoulder bag. This is my rule. The one about the conversation I had with a friend about the rules and the importance of spontaneous travel across Europe. Rule number 2, everyone should travel to Germany to have lunch there. And then what? Return to Nottingham. Thank you. One day, the world will not be this will not be breaking news. We will rise, face swollen from the sting of tears, eyes brightened from their wash, lips sensual in the taste of honey, the sweet honey brought by being. Our arms, slanky and wobbly, will be buried in our pockets, and the fiddle with keys, bones, and blood donor tags. Our fingertips will be bruised, tired, and itchy. We will walk briskly, and our pleasantries will smell like flowers and hugs and salt. And our hugs will be the best, new like a first. Our eyes will be full, and we'll hang in hollow sockets. We will not be amused. We will not be startled. These deaths, incessant, will not alarm us. One day, this will not be breaking news. Thank you. Sometimes I really like short poems. You hear one now? Some things are beautiful to see. Today, it is the moment, the intertwining of gloved fingers on a tapestry of unquestioned snow. I did not need to see their faces. Mine carried their smiles. Thank you. I do this thing where when I go to a poetry event and someone else is reading a poem, I steal a couple of lines from their poems and start my poem. But as a researcher, I now say, this person said, so I basically reference them. So this was by Ashley. She's from Nottingham University studying philosophy, very good poet, you should see her. Ashley said, the truth hurts when told carelessly. And so I winced as my ribs reverted under the crashing of cones, and my ribs creaked between the skating of swords, and my ribs yawned under the grip of a hog, and my ribs heaved under the squeeze of heavy hands. I stood by the closed car door and let the stars inspect my aching back, covered, grey jacket and green shirt, yet the porcupine-style blades protruded from my back and sides. There is definitely no blood here today. My questions seemed to not soothe them as I wondered if this was truth or carelessness still. My eyes only fell on the words pointed in Ashley's poem and colored in a soothing voice. The truth hurts when told carelessly. Thank you.